Hello! It's August 1st, 2026, and this is the monthly update video. For this update video, we're going to start with something a little bit different. July had something really cool happen that was kind of a milestone for me, I guess, but I wanted to highlight it in a new segment called Peak Performance. So I want to use this segment to cover new milestones or highlight something good that happened in this past month. When I posted Who Knows, I expected it to perform just like my other cover songs, my other AM sessions, or maybe like some of my update videos. Almost everything on my channel so far has under 100 views, just in total, flat out. So to my surprise, while I'm scripting this video, AM Session 3, Who Knows, has 296 views, almost 300, which is 4 times more views than my second most video, which only has 73. So that's a huge thing for me. As a part of this segment, I also want to dive into what made that happen, like what was it that made it successful, or some of the areas that I could work on for the next thing in order to kind of repeat this success. I think there's 2 really big things that influence AM Session 3 in getting it to get more views. I think the first really big thing for AM Session 3 was advertising. With this AM session, I was able to record 2 different shorts, one of which was me dropping my bass on accident because my strap popped off of one of the little hooks. It was not scripted, and it actually turned into a really great opportunity for me to, 1, show off the song, show off the bass riff that I was playing, and 2, advertise it. And the hook of having big old "wait" written in the front of the short, I think helped with the retention of it and kind of drew more people into the song. The second thing I think Who Knows had going for it was overall production value. The video, I think, was more storytelling and actually captured kind of attention. You want to see what happens towards the end of it. And the music itself was much better. The vocals weren't very good, and I don't think that helped, but we can work on that in the next one. I also want to talk about some of the things that I think I could do better for this next AM session or this next big video or project that would probably make it perform even better than Who Knows did. And the first really big one is follow through. I think that if I had posted something the day of or the day after talking about the fact that I had just released a new AM session or advertising the song in full now that it had been fully released, I think that would have been much better. I talked to some people that I knew or that I knew followed what I do, and they didn't even know I had put out a new song. So just more visibility, more follow through even after I had already posted something. The second thing would be just better music production. I learned about halfway through recording this song that it is just completely out of my vocal range. It's a vocal range that I have, but I just don't sound good in. So I was able to limp through it as a whole project, but for these next projects and the ones that I have down the line, I'm reevaluating, okay, this worked, I was able to make these instruments sound good, but my vocals just didn't sit right. So I need to make sure that the next song that I choose or the next project that I do, my vocals can actually fit in the song and kind of highlight the best parts of my vocal range rather than the parts that I can do but just don't sound very good. The last thing I want to look at is the actual statistics from YouTube. So I'm going to put them here, but the short of it is that the majority of the people that clicked on my video did not stay for long. They stayed maybe into the first verse or so and dropped off. I'm going to contribute that to my vocal range just not matching, like I had said before. What was really interesting to see though is that YouTube caught that this was a cover and it actually recommended the video to a lot of people that were already watching Daniel Caesar music videos or lyric videos from that album. And so they were pipelined from the actual song over to my cover, which is really what I want, and I think why I should probably start targeting some more popular songs. AM Session 4 isn't currently popular, but it was really popular when it released. So we'll see if that trend holds up, if it's being recommended to other things, so I can kind of match that theory and prove that I should be doing more relevant or at least newer songs. For this past month, as far as regular updates go, I've been working on AM Session 4, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later in the video, but I've also been looking back at my goals. At the beginning of the year, I set goals and kind of milestones that I want to hit that'll push me in the right direction as a musician and trying to create content. One of those is the YouTube subscriber goal that we see on the scoreboard during every monthly update. Problem is that we're 2/3 through the year and my goal of 500 I am nowhere near. So I want to scale back some of those goals. Specifically that YouTube subscriber goal as well as the 10 cover songs project goal. I'm not quite sure how many I want to do for subscribers or how many cover songs I want to finish by the end of the year. I still want it to be a challenge, but I want it to be relatively attainable and something that I can push myself to be able to do. So I'm still working on those, and I would expect, and you should expect, that during the next monthly update video, I'll have an updated scoreboard with the new goals and the new numbers that we can track. I've also been thinking about and playing around with branding. Part of the thing that I want to work towards is creating more short form content and stylizing some of my long form videos, which means playing with fonts and playing with pretty colors. I want to work on those things so that I can brand my videos a bit better, so that each video kind of feels like they're all made by me, as well as incorporating them into my thumbnails so that they grab attention a little bit better. Other than that, let's hop over to the scoreboard and look at my stats for this past month. It's time for the segment that I'm always looking forward to, the scoreboard, where I go over my statistics for the past month. I've added it too, so you can see me at the same time now. New things. This month, we're still at 19 YouTube subscribers. It's the same number as last month and maybe the month previous, but I think that's because the first set were people that I've directly marketed to. I have a plan to address that later on this year, but for now, I'm focusing on turning my long form videos and making sure I have segments that I can do in short form content. Next up is Spotify. Continuing on the decline, sadly, is at 278 monthly listeners. Last month I contributed this to me not having posted anything on Spotify in a long time at this point, and yeah, I think that's the main factor. So as part of what I'm doing with my goals and rewriting them, I'm looking at what can I turn project-wise into things that I can post. I'm really not looking at posting my cover songs, mostly because those come with a lot of copyright rules and some other things and hurdles that I have to jump as an artist. And I really want my Spotify to showcase mostly original content, or at least original ideas. So either later this year or at the beginning of next year, we'll hopefully see some traction there. I might also post something in the interim to keep the numbers floating. Posting short form versions from my update videos onto TikTok and Instagram has helped. My Instagram is now at 121 followers, and my TikTok is 102. So now everything except for YouTube is at triple digits, which is good. I'd like to keep those numbers growing, and this is a slow pace, but growth is growth, and I'm happy with it. As far as my big projects go, originally for this year I had planned 10 cover songs. As we can see, this month I finished Who Knows, so AM Session number 3 is out, and I am almost done with AM Session number 4. I have to record some vocals and polish it up a little bit before I post it. Looking forward to the rest of the year. I really don't think it's feasible for me to hit all 10 and be able to make a better product every time I put out an AM session. So we're probably going to scale that back. We'll see what that official number is in the next monthly update.